This is a 7th grade worksheet for lesson 3 and I'll be covering it. So the first part is just tables. So it's saying that for every 3 spiders there are 24 legs, and then every 5 spiders there'll be some sort of like some amount of legs, and every say X amount of spiders there are 48 legs, and every 10 spiders there are 80 legs. Now the first question is the quantities in the table above are in a proportional relationship. How many legs does a spider have? So it's basically saying that there's a pattern, and you could just use the pattern to find the missing boxes, or to find how many legs does a spider have. Now obviously you can just, think about, oh, how many legs does a spider have, and it's obvious they have 8. But in this case, let's not use that outside knowledge, and let's just use this table. This is our only source of knowledge. So you have 3 spiders, right? And each of them have 24 legs. So you would have to multiply 3 times some number, which we'll say x, equals 24. Like that. Now we just have to do to isolate x, just divide by 3. You get x equals, let me just write to the side a little bit. Now you have x equals, so 24 divided by 3 equals 8. And there we go. Now we know that each spider will have 8 legs. So it says how many legs does a spider have? And D. That's our answer. Now what is the missing value in the first row? And the first row would be this one right here. So it's asking what's the missing value. So for every 5 spiders, how many legs will there be? Wait, no, it's the first row. Oh, sorry, wrong one. The first row is this one. So it says, so we have some number of spiders and we have 48 legs. And to do this, we have 48 legs. We have to find the amount of spiders. So we just divide by 8 legs, because each spider has 8 legs. And then you should get 6. So there are 6 spiders. So yeah, that's how you do the first 2 questions. It's pretty simple. You should be able to do the next, like for number 3, it's just what's the missing value in the second row. Now it's going to ask you, so we have 5 spiders, but how many legs will there be? So you have to find the amount of legs for 5 spiders. For number 4, it says the bus passed 120 miles in 2 hours and 180 miles in 3 hours. What is the average speed of the bus? Now here, like from 4 and all the other questions, you don't have to use a table. So the bus will travel at a rate of 120 miles for every 2 hours, and then 180 miles for every 3 hours. So we want to find like how many miles it can go for 1 hour. And to do this, we just divide 120 miles divided by 2 to get 60 miles per hour. So the answer is C. You divide by 2 because it's going, so every 2, if you look at the data table, you can just put it here. Say if like we had a data table like this. So we would just put 2 hours, and then I'm just gonna put miles there, 120 miles. Same table like that. So every 2 hours there's 120. So in order to find one hour, you would just divide 120 by 2, which would just be 60. So you should do the rest. I'll skip to this area. Identify the correct order in evaluating the expression. So here you have these Pemdas, but Pemdas is really just parentheses. Let me write it out. So we have parentheses, then exponent, which is like 8 to the 2nd power. That's an exponent right here. And then we have m, which is multiplication. But then, wait, let me rewrite this. So, well, multiplication, division go together because you would do like at the same time. So then you also have addition and subtraction, but you would also do it around the same time, and I'll explain that. So here we have 1 plus 13 divided by 7 plus 7. So first, Pemdas. The first one is parentheses, and we have a parentheses right here. So we have to add 1 plus 13, which is 14, so that's good. Then now you have 14 divided by 7 plus 7. Now the next one is exponent, but there's no exponent. But then there's multiplication and division. Is there any multiplication in this problem? No, so you just use division instead. And is there division in this problem? There's 14 divided by 7. So you would do 14 divided by 7 first. But then this person didn't do it. They added 7 plus 7, which is incorrect. So this is the error right here. So then you would really just have to do, so to correct it, you would do 14 divided by 7 plus 7. This equals 1 plus 7, 8. So that's how you do it. Now here is evaluate the expression. Here you just plug in. So you have 4. So you just plug in the value of 7 for n. So you just do this. 4 times 7 minus 12, like that. And then you just solve it out. Make sure you use Pemdas. So here, do you have any parentheses? No. Do we have any exponents? No. But we do have a multiplication, which is 4 times 7, which is 28. 28 minus 12 equals 16. So that means the answer to number 1 is 16. Now the rest you should be able to do on your own. These are just simple word problems. So yeah.